And the main message is competition. Healthy competition is okay. Compete with yourself. Always find ways to level within yourself. Um, Competition is not bad, but competition that people try to put you in to negate you or to make you ineffective or to be better than you is not healthy. The Bible verse, Proverbs chapter 28 and chapter 1, in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 21 says, which respectively state that wicked flee when no one pursues, while blessings chase the righteous. With that alone, keep moving towards God. Keep moving towards the positive energy, positive fruits, positive atmosphere, positive environment, the positive you. Always seek to be better than how you was before. I'm missing something. One moment. Seek, seek, seek what's seeking you. It's gonna be a quick live. Lord God, I ask that you guide me in the word that you want me to speak. In Jesus' name of Nazareth, I pray. Amen. Chase after what's chasing you in the most positive, most healthiest way. Let's make this a little bit more comfortable. You're not wrong for trying to protect yourself. You're not wrong for doing what feels right. You're not wrong for thank you, Axels. Bless you in Jesus' name. Can we talk about some real stuff except the normal influence? Talk garbage. Shadow, I see why you have that name. May God bless you in Jesus' name of Nazareth, I pray. Amen. Um, if this channel is not for you, how you doing? Peace and blessings to you too, George the Trio. If this channel is not for you, you know you can skip on past it. But I've been very successful with helping people that actually want to get better in their lives. People that actually don't have other people to talk to and to confirm things that they trust. You know. Eddie Lover, how you doing? Blessings, peace, and love to you. It may be garbage to you, but the success rate on people coming to me in my emails say otherwise. Healthy competition is good only when you're not doing too much to prove a point. Prove it to yourself. How can I have a more personal relationship with God? One, by prayer and surrendering, seeking after Him, constant reassurance of when you in your prayers, right? You have a more personal relationship with God when you're in your quiet space and you're not trying to broadcast it to the whole world. You know, if you don't feel safe talking to other people, talk to God. You know, your prayers don't have to be long and exhausting, but you do exalt yourself in the Lord. Just be real about what you're feeling. You know, be real. Be honest with yourself. Be willing to hear yourself speak, you know, because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't turn the mirror to the things that they're facing, you know, and actually see it. A lot of people don't like to be honest with themselves. And when you being honest and speaking out loud to God, God always show up in ways that he can show up for you. Just be honest and when you communicating through your prayers. That's the main thing. That's what I've always done. That's what I've always been helping me in being honest. To be honest. If I'm not feeling good or if I need help or I don't know what to do, I always pray. I always ask God to guide me, always asking him to protect me against forces of demonic forces and people that carry the demonic forces. God give me a sense of peace, a sense of being, a sense of honesty, love, trust. You know, he give me safety. He make me feel safe. Hey, Jay, blessings, peace, and love to you. It seems difficult to connect with God because I don't feel much. And God also removed the blockages that you feel on your heart. Like he helped heal you from the things that you went through. You know, when you have unforgiveness, God will show you that. Like, well, you need to clear this up in order to feel better. I I go I used to go to church a lot and I used to cry on the altar for God to save me from whatever guilt or whatever pain I was experiencing. Whatever it was that I was going through, I always made sure I prayed to God. I always made sure that I lift my hands up and I just be honest with him. God, I apologize. Lord, forgive me. You know, once he revealed to me through the scriptures how I was wrong or how I didn't see the situation the way it's supposed to have been seen or how I didn't carry myself in the ways that I was supposed to be carrying myself. I always will pray to God and God will always guide me and let me know. And whatever burdens that I felt, whatever made me feel hurt, God was lifting that off of me through my tears, through the prayers, through peace, and removing certain people out of my atmosphere so that way I wouldn't feel the way I was feeling when I felt the way I felt. I came to him very honest. I came to him very true. And I wasn't ashamed. I wasn't ashamed to tell him that I was unhappy. I wasn't ashamed to tell him that I was trying to do my best, Lord. I thought I was doing the right thing. I wasn't afraid. God made me feel comfortable talking to him. And I didn't care where I was at. If if I had an issue with somebody or somebody had an issue with me, because nine times out of 10, me, I'm not the one to go and pick arguments and I'm not the one to pick fights. Me, I'm not the one to try to make somebody feel some type of way. People get intimidated by how you look. People get intimidated by what you have. They don't understand what you have to go through to get to the level of life where you at. People would think, oh, because you're beautiful, that you just get everything handed to you. Oh, you this, you that. Nah, it's not that easy. Especially when you're surrounded by people that's not like you. Oh, and because you different, people want to bully you. You know, it's different ways people bully you and look at you like like you just get everything. You know, like, oh, you just get all the greatest opportunities. No, I had to work for it. Beauty just only got me so far. And you think I'm finna be riding off of that? You crazy. I'm not in the spot where I'm around people that's beautiful like me to think on the scale that I think. So I'm going to get bullied, or I'm going to get talked about, or I'm going to get rejected. You know what I'm saying? People will find a weakness in you because it's a weakness in them, thinking it's a weakness of yours. And people project on you how they actually really feel, mind, body, and soul, when you have no feelings of how they feel. Meaning you don't feel the same way they feel in their hearts. You don't handle the same situations that they handle the way they think. They think you don't go through nothing. People would think that because you got good parents that work, that everything is given to that person. No, that's not the case. There's neglect on an emotional level. They don't hug. They don't, kiss the child. It's different things that people go through that they think that other people have. So for me, prayer has always been the way for me to heal, for me to forgive people. Reading the Bible, studying and putting my head down, working on my goals has always been what I've been doing. Some people get jealous about that because you don't want to hang with them. I get more people that bully or don't like me because I don't want to be around them, because the spirit ain't right. And people will look at me, oh, they childish, or, they immature, or you think you know everything. It ain't that. When you in the Lord, God will give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The book of Proverbs is full of wisdom. And a lot of people don't want to put in work to better themselves. See, when you put your head down and you actually focus on yourself, and you actually hold yourself to a high standard, people get jealous of that too. You know what I'm saying? People get jealous of people with relationships. Well, I can't find the right relationship. No, you can find the right relationship. You don't know what they going through behind closed doors. They look happy on the outside, but they killing each other behind closed doors. You want something real. That's why you ain't with nobody. Why you can't keep a relationship? Well, I can't keep a relationship because it may not be just me all the time. Maybe my standards are too high. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different reasons. People just project what they think by looking at you. Oh, you got a new car, you got this, you got that. Well, did you know I had to work 2 or 3 jobs just to get that? I don't got nobody giving me no money. I'm definitely not finna sleep with nobody to give me some money. It's easy for the next one because they willing to do that. But see, that people won't. It's just a lot of different reasons as to why, people go through what they go through, or just project on other people. It's just weird. I'd be knowing the cases with most people. Compete with yourself. Be honest and real with yourself. Keep your head down and work on what you need to work on for yourself. You ain't doing it to please nobody. And people get jealous of that because they think that you're competing with them with that. Don't let people take your mind from you. Don't let them do that. Stay away from people who carry negative spirits. Stay away from people who want to bring you low, who want to negate you, who really want to be your friend. But because you don't want to be their friend, they got to gang up and make you feel some type of way, or try to make you feel some type of way. You good by yourself. Once you got you, that's all you need. Right, Anwar. When you by yourself, because I'm a loner. I love myself. I love being by myself. I don't care to have a lot of people around me. I don't care if you don't like me. But what I won't tolerate is you trying to be my friend only to find out we two separate people, and you try to make me feel bad for being a separate person from you. Like, no. I don't let people get close to me like that. Because people will get close to you just to find out why other people like you. Because I'm nice. I'm sweet. I actually help people. I actually have a heart. People will try to get close to you just to get close to your heart. So that way they can find a way to try to play you. And I'm not just saying that's just everybody. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you're carrying such a high vibrational spirit and you care about people, animals, you care about your mental space, you care about your environment, you care. Negative spirits, you attract. That's not your fault. It's not your fault. You just got to learn how to protect yourself from people who feel and think like that. So, compete with yourself to make yourself a better person. Some people will look at you because you want to better yourself, that you're trying to be better than them. It ain't me looking at you trying to figure out, oh, I can do that better. Oh, I'm going to be here better. Like, no, that's not the case. It's not the case. I don't get it. I don't get why people be feeling like that. I don't care. I don't care about nothing you got going on. I congratulate you. That is a blessing. I am so happy. I am so happy that God be blessing other people, because if it's something that I want, that God blessed you with, I know he going to bless me with it. So why should I be jealous or envious? Why should I be sad that I don't have it? If you know God is a patient God. You know that there's levels to his ways of giving you things, or giving you, because it's lessons. Everybody not on the same timeline. It's lessons. You got to learn lessons. You might not be disciplined enough to be able to hold what it is that person got. That person that person may have already passed that test. You haven't. You hard-headed. You don't want to stay by yourself and love on yourself, because I'm not saying you. I'm just speaking in general. I'm not speaking to anybody, but I know I'm talking to somebody. It's okay to be by yourself. I strongly understand and stand for the logical reasons for God's existence and Jesus' existence and read my Bible, but I don't feel things on the spiritual level. It's because you truly haven't surrendered and opened yourself up to the many gifts of what he have allowed. If you haven't been baptized in Jesus' name, you're not going to be able to see it on the spiritual plane, because he is a spirit. If you understand it logically, you got to now move into being surrendered. You got to break some walls down. Me, I'm a spiritual person. I'm spiritual. I know the logic and the spiritual essence or meaning, because I walk in my spirit every day. That's what guides me. But because I walk in the spirit every day, I still have to pray consistently for God to protect me in the spirit, because that's where the spirit is always attacked. And when you move in logically and you have no spiritual being inside, then you feel empty. You got to find a balance of some sort. If it works for you just to be logical, then I could say you missing a lot not being spiritual. Because I feel for people. I have a heart for people. And that's me connecting through my spiritual nature. That's me understanding from a spiritual standpoint what's going on. When you reading the Bible, you got to ask God and accept him as your Lord and Savior for you to see the spiritual aspect of what's not being shown to you. Because when you open up your spiritual eyes, you're going to be seeing the intentions of people around you. You're going to be able to see things that you ain't never been able to see before. So you got to be careful what you ask for too. But to me, I'd rather be spiritual, because being spiritual has guided me. It's a lot of work to be able to protect the spiritual side, because people will attack your spiritual side because they lack, and they feel because they know logically that you feel spiritually, they will find things that work logically to damage you. But when you stay away from these people and you protect yourself. Jesus is a spirit of protection, love, and stability. He protects you from the forces that are coming up against you. So, a spirit is soul. Spirit is a supernatural being, a life principle. It's an energy force. It's a power. It's life. And What else, God, you want me to, okay, negate? So the definition of spirit is the non-physical part of a person which is in the seat of emotions and character, the soul. I have emotions. You can protect those emotions by proper by properly knowing how to protect them. Most of the most of the people lessons, most of the lessons that people go through, emotions get involved. Now, if you don't got no emotions and you empty, that's because you've been hurt and you found a way to turn your emotions off. You've been hurt and you don't want to connect on the emotional level because you done got hurt. Me, I move through my emotions. I weed out what's important and what's not. Is it important for me to feel this way? Self-evaluation. That's healthy. Evaluate how you feel. If you don't feel nothing, then you don't care about nothing. Not even yourself. Because when you don't care about yourself, you put yourself in situations and around people who don't care about themselves. When you don't care about nothing, you don't care if it hurts them, or you don't care as long as it's working in your favor. If you begin to be selfish, you selfish when you don't care about nobody else. How they may feel, how they may look, how they may view you. Now, in the essence of not caring how somebody view you, some people can, I think that's a lie for most people. I can say I don't care about how people view me. It depends on who you are. If you have any importance to me to the extent of where I'm trying to go, then I do value your opinion. But not to the point where I'm just going to be scarred and hurt and crying and just not give up on myself. I don't care about you that much. You understand? You got to know when to care and when not to care. It's a balance. God teaches you balance. He gives you balance. The Spirit of God, the Spirit of Jesus gives you balance. Help people. But if they beating you down to the point where you can't stand and you just lifeless, why do you care that much? Don't care that much. Because now you losing you. God don't want you to lose you. He wants you to stand in your power so that you can be used for the right reasons and purposes. Walking in your purpose. A lot of people get jealous of that. When you have a purpose on your life, when God shows his favor of your life, people get jealous of that. People feel some type of way about that. Spirit. In summary, spirit has multiple meanings, but it generally refers to something non-physical. What you feel on the inside. What is your purpose? What is you moving through life? What do you want to accomplish? What do you really care about? It's a personal mental state. It contributes to that. The Holy Spirit. When you baptize in Jesus' name, the powers you have with him moving through you and you consulting with him, it's powerful. It's powerful. You can see it. You can see through anybody. You can read anybody. Some people that say that you can't read them, that's a lie. Of course, you got to learn the logical approach of how people work or how things work or how people, because everybody's not the same. Everybody don't connect on the same level. Mind, body, and soul. Everybody's soul is different. Everybody's mental space is different. If you like people or if you want to know people, all you got to do is pay attention. But to feel how they feel, you got to be able to connect on that level. I always thought of a spirit as the difference between an animal and someone made in the image of God. The difference between an animal and someone made in the image of God. Do you know that that animals have spirits too? Do you know that animals have spirits? God made them. I want to encourage you to seek after God. Ask Him to enter your life and show Himself to you. And then when He show you flashbacks of everything that you had went through, He's showing you what disconnected you from the emotional state of being that you operate out of. He gonna show you exactly what it is that put you in the disposition that you are in. To get a closer relationship with Him, you just got to be honest. Because it's something holding you back from feeling on the emotional level. But an animal only has instincts. That's not entirely true. Animals have spirits. And they have instincts. Just like you, as a human, have instinct. But you also have a spirit. You have a soul. Unless you compromise yours and gave yours over to the devil. Depending on how you live your life. So spirit is often described as the vital principle or animating force within living things, particularly humans. It's the essence that gives being life. It's the essence that gives humans life, energy, and power. What type of power do you hold? What type of energy do you carry when you're walking around? What does your aura say? Are you mean? Do you not care? Are you lazy? Do you expect, what is it? Megan, I would like to have a conversation with you. And if I could hug you, I would. Because you got emotions. I think you've been faced with so many people who haven't gave you the love that you actually need. God do. I think you haven't seen the true essence of a pure being who actually walk around in pure love. And when you're a being that walk around with pure love, you become a target. Everybody can't be around you when you walking in the pure essence. Jesus walks through you, but He also protects you from being around the wrong people that's going to tear you down. Treat you like you nothing. He protects you from the negative forces that you ask to be protected from daily. And when you seek after God, He teaches you discernment based off of what you ask. When you have knowledge on how He moves, then you've grown close to Him by how He show up in your life. One thing God will never do is leave you nor forsake you. One thing I know about God is that He never left me. Have He extended my rope to help me grow? Yes. Have I ever felt like I was lost without Him? No. No. The pure essence of love is so powerful. And when love has been ripped away from the average being, they don't care about nobody, even themselves. I'm different. Yes, I went through a lot in my life, but will I ever blame somebody else for what it is that I went through when I understand that God said that there are devils, there is a devil, there are demonic spirits? When God showed me who He was, and I operate in that every day, and He showed me more of that through people because He is a spirit moving through people. When He showed me who He is, I hold tight to that. because that's who I am. I always felt that laughter, guilt, and embarrassment were unique to humans. Hmm. It sounds like you're curious, and I can find and see that you're very curious about, you're longing for that, for something to believe in, because you feel empty. You feel out of touch. You feel like you just here. That's not how God intended or want for you. That's not what he want his kids to be. Mm-mm. I wish I could hug you. I wish I could show you some love. It's people like you that I be looking to help. Mm. I can't make you do nothing you don't want to do. But if you like, share, and subscribe, I'm sure you'll be able to get what you need from me. Hmm. I'm not going to tap into your spirit because it's void. I can't. Not even that I can't. I just refuse to because I'm not trying to really feel how you feel. But I got an essence. I got a glimpse. I got a smell. I got a taste of how you feel. And I think it's sad. You just need somebody to be nice to you, kind. Definition of nice: pleasant, agreeable, satisfactory. But see, being nice, when I use that term, to you it wouldn't be completely satisfactory because you lost into what you should be feeling or what you should be, like you don't have, you don't even know what you're supposed to be accepting, even seeking. It's because you don't find pleasure out of nothing. It's like you just going through life. That's not who God, that's not what God is. I always feel that questioning things strengthens my belief. When my questions are answered, some of my friends try not to think. If they explain, let me elaborate a little bit on wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge and experience to make sound judgments and decisions. You figure all they got to do is tell you, don't go across that water, and you like, okay, well, I won't go across the water. But then one question leads to the next. Why can't I go across that water? You got this deep in the feeling to want to be curious enough to want to go across the water, but because somebody told you not to go across the water, you block yourself from actually experiencing what it feel like to not go across that water. Some of the stuff that you actually intake has helped you, but it also hindered you because you haven't really experienced too much of what you was curious about. That's kind of holding you back in a sense, because it still leaves you to asking more questions on what you would actually, if you experience some things, or question the experience of others in a sense of connection. You'll get a better glimpse. I just really think you need God. The devil is the author of confusion. So if you're in a confused state, seek after Jesus to get to know him. Hey, sister. Great to see you. How's your day going? Well, blessings, peace, and love to you. You know what? I stay away from energies that drain me. I'm going to tell you that right now. If I know you're going to drain me, I'm gone. I can't be your friend. I'm not going to deal with it. I can't do it. I'm not going to even play with it. You're not finna drain me, deplete me. Mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, just talking to you. If I feel drained talking to you, you one of the people I will avoid. I'm telling you that right now because I'm too much. I got too much power over here, and for my power to be drained trying to interact with certain spirits, no, that's no, I can't do it. That's why I don't mind being by myself. If you move the way I move in the sense of if you move the way I move in the sense of having a thirst for life and you want to strive to be better, you want to grow, you want better, you just how you doing? How you doing? Let's connect, you know? But my energy, the type of energy, I can't be around certain people for too long. I can't. Because once I'm the type of person when I'm around certain people, just me and my happiness that I exhilarate my aura, it makes people feel some type of way. Because I'm childlike, meaning my spirit is childlike. So, yes, I'm an adult, but I'm very mature as well. But my spirit is childlike. Think about how a child is. Please pray for my left foot, sister. I've been having a lot of pain on top of it. You need some, I gotta show you. I'm gonna pray for you too, brother. This is what you need, brother. It's called Stop Pain. Stop Pain is extra strength. Yep. You can get it at Walmart. It's called Icy Hot. No. What is it called? You can get some of that too. What is it called? But this is called Stop Pain. You roll this on, man, I'm talking about this stuff right here. It's muscle ache. It's for muscle ache, arthritis, joint and back pain. Um, and it's a relieving. Yes, yes, yes. You roll it on. This stuff is some powerful stuff here. You can get it at Walmart, Icy Hot, or BioFreeze. There you go, Megan. BioFreeze. Yes, that's what it's called. BioFreeze. You can get that at Walmart or Sam's Club. Yes, as soon as you get it, I'm telling you, that's the best stuff ever. It's equivalent to this. BioFreeze is just like this, just like this. This is the one that's prescribed at the doctor's. This stuff right here is some powerful stuff, boy. Is it expensive? Nah, let me see. I had a visit today. BioFreeze, it costs $10. It costs $10. They got it on Amazon too. Yep, on Amazon it costs BioFreeze lidocaine patches. You can get it at Amazon too if you want to get it online. It's $12. $12.98 for the small bottle. Then they got $20, and then they got the patches for $10. The overnight patches. Stop pain, I got it from urgent care or Concentra. Um, I had some lower pain due to something that had happened, and my neck and my arms. I had just went through physical therapy, and the doctor prescribed this way before, and it worked. It worked. Stop pain, you can get that from Concentra. You can go to Concentra Urgent Care and ask for some of that. Let them know you having pain, and they'll give it straight to you. Yep. I'm gonna get Stop Pain at Walmart today. Stop Pain, let me see where they got that at. Stop Pain. Let me see if we can get that there. Oh, they got Stop Pain at CVS. You can go to CVS and get it for $13. Or you can get it at Walmart for $8. Yeah, it's at $8. $8.86. Stop Pain, the roll-on. And then Amazon got it for $17. And then if you get the bigger one, get the bigger gel patch. It's been hurting for the last few weeks, sister. No idea why. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yep. Stop Pain. You can get it at Walmart. Get it at Walmart, CVS. It's like it go on cold, then it start rushing like cool, then hot. It really do work real good, real good. Yep. So let's see. Yeah, okay, and that's gonna help it. Healthy competition is cool. Compete with yourself and level up from competing with yourself. I might delete this live. I might delete this one. But then again, I might not. No, Aaliyah. Oh, you benefiting from it. Say no, don't delete it. Somebody want to put me on a podcast, y'all. Somebody invited me to be on a podcast, on a show. Somebody said that I inspire them, and I'm one of the people that inspire them. So somebody want a partnership with me, want to get me an interview to talk about mental health. I believe it is. I think that's what she said. Mental health, and I'll get back into it later. All right, Aaliyah, I'm not gonna delete it. But healthy competition is cool. Compete with yourself. Put your head down and worry about yourself. Like when you worry about yourself, you get ahead a lot faster. Like, Lord, is there anything else you want me to speak about? Mainly what I'm talking about. He giving me the free reign to be myself, as I always am. He giving me the free reign to continue to be real. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to give you no information that I wouldn't take myself. You're welcome. You're welcome, Aaliyah. I'm not going to just tell you anything if I'm not following the same statutes and advice that I give, or truth that I give, because these are the truths that I walk in. So focus on yourself. Stay away from people who always want to try to bring you down, who think you better than them, that want to compete with you, and you ain't even competing. When you take care of yourself, you get ahead a lot faster. When you keep people out your business, you get ahead a lot faster. You're gonna have people that's gonna try to come up to you. Come up and try to make you feel some type of way. And this is the story of my life right here. And I'm just being real. I get more people that feel some type of way about me because I'm confident, because I mind my business, and because I actually accomplish and get everything that I want because I work for it. I don't have nobody just giving me anything. I don't have nobody that I can just call and like, you get $200 real quick. I don't know. No, I work for it. And I don't mind working 2 or 3 jobs just to do it. If that's what I want. If I want something, I'm going to go get it. I don't like people that distract me and take me away from my goals. That's why I always seek after God, because he fulfills me and gives me the peace that I need. Not to say that I don't like being around people. I like being around people. But I'll find out very soon that they look at me as competition, or they get or feel some type of way. You know, I don't like all that weird stuff. It's life. But I'm not going to shut myself in a box because of that. Like, I'm just going to go through life with my head up and my goals. I don't like people wasting my time. So if I know you wasting my time, be prepared to get cut off immediately. I don't play. That's another thing. People know I don't play. I don't like people wasting my time. If I know you finna, first of all, God gave me enough discernment to be able to know if you for real or not about whatever it is that you've got coming towards me. If it's business, I know you for real. When? I'm just ... If it's a relationship, I know you serious. When? ... If you a genuine person and you come to me with all smiles and genuineness, I can feel it. ... Most people will try to come at you like that, and then they'll switch up on you. Very thick skin. It does, Paul. I have very thick skin. Very thick skin. Like, I don't care. And you can see it on my face. I don't care. I don't care if you're trying to hurt me. Meaning, if I know you're trying to hurt me, I don't care. It's going to hurt you trying to get my time. Because you like my time. You want my time. When people can't get my time, they feel some type of way. And then most people that don't think how we're thinking right now would think, well, what makes you so special? That's what I be trying to figure out with people, why they be so mad that they can't get my time. But I know the light that I carry. I know the essence in what I walk in. I know the aura. I know who I am. And most people don't. They want to find out. But if their intentions is not well, I don't want you to find out. I don't want you to find out, because you're not going to find out. I'm going to continue to be a mystery to you. Because when you think you figure me out, you got another thing coming, because there's layers to people. Just remember, it's layers to people. And if a person lets you get that close to them, and you take advantage of that, it's going to hurt you in the long run, because now you ain't going to have access to that type of person no more. That hurts people. When they know you've been genuine and nice and kind and sweet and understanding, and you connect with people on a level that nobody has ever connected to them with, once they play you or they treat you some type of way and you get ghosts, it hurts their feelings. And it's all because when you a child of God and you know your purpose and why you enter people's lives, just as well as you know after a while why the person has entered into my life. Like, if you entered in my life, I know why you're here. I know I'm here to learn something. I'm a person that like to learn, not to study people ways to be manipulative, not to study people ways to get something out of them, not to study people ways to treat them bad, but to learn what it is I need to learn for myself to make me a better person. That's what I care about. Being a better person. Not for others, not just others, but for myself. But for who I got to take care of. Like, I'm always leveling up mentally because it matters to me in the way that God see me. It matters to me in the way that I communicate. It matters to me in the way that I carry myself. It matters to me. So I'm going to read a book. I'm going to take time to myself and evaluate myself constantly, making sure that I'm not moving in the darkest light. If I picked up something that's dark or evil, it's not going to stick because that's not who I am. That's why Jesus, God, hey, Gazar. That's why Jesus and God is the source to protection, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I know that I'm here to help people. So it's in my best interest to make sure that I separate parts of me to be able to help people. Am I going to go and break my neck to help people? No. Am I going to try to convince you that I'm the greatest light on earth? No. That's not what God asked me to do. Am I trying to change your mind on how people view me? No. I'm not about to work that hard. You can think what you want to think. If you don't got the power of God in you, then I already know who you operating from or what space you operating from. If I can help you out your trauma, I will. Because I know I can. But if it's going to take too much of me to be able to help you, I'm gone. You can leave me alone. Don't come over here. If you think I'm not going to tell you the truth about how I feel, you got another thing coming. If I think wasting my time trying to tell you how I feel is going to be a hindrance to me, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not finna waste my time. And I understand, too, that I got some viewers who I am around that wants to carry that same essence. All you got to do is just practice the same principles. Be kind to people. Actually see where people coming from. I was operating so much in that when I was younger that I had to learn boundaries. I had to learn how to carry myself by how God allowed for me to be put in certain situations for me to have to learn that about myself. You can't change nobody. You can only help to a certain extent. You got to know how, when, where, how much to give, and how much to withdraw. You got to learn how to put yourself first, because if you're not okay, nobody's going to be okay. And if you don't put yourself to a high standard to where you limit what you intake, you're going to be messed up. And nobody's going to care about that. You got to learn how to pick yourself up when you fall. Go to God. God has always been there for me. Don't put your trust so much in other people. The same type of trust that you put in yourself, you better make sure you have that on 20 for yourself. Setting standards is important. Having standards is important. Be something in life. Don't let nobody tell you that you're nothing because they can't use you, because you don't make sense to them. First of all, everybody can't be around you anyway. Everybody not supposed to be around you. Limit your energy and how much you get out, and you will be blessed and you will be missed. That's in the Bible. The book of Proverbs teaches us everything about life. Okay. You can get anything you want. Anything. All you got to do is know what it takes to get it. And if you not going to be able to get it at that time, have patience to know you will get it if it's really meant for you to have. Ah, Book of Proverbs. I read this yesterday. So the Book of Proverbs say, I'm going to read this. Book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 10 say, my son, listen, accept what I say. Then you will live for many years. God tell you how to live. I read about the virtuous woman and I wanted to be that woman because God showed me how a woman's supposed to be or carry themselves. And he teaches me every single day things about myself that I need to let go and things I can level up and that's okay to have. I always consult to God because he's my father. I don't care too much to call nobody and say, do you think I should do that? No. That's the last thing you would ever catch me doing. Did I do it before when I was younger? Yeah. Did I get steered in the right direction? Yeah. But was it truly something that I felt that I should have been doing? Yeah, after asking so many questions, I was unsure. But when God taught me how to trust what he had given me, I learned to not ask people certain things because I don't need their opinions and I don't need them trying to throw me off the path that God planted in my heart. I can feel it. He telling me to do it. I know it. He tells me to do it because I pray to him and he give me confirmation to show me that I have to do it. It's okay to do it. Take a chance. If he don't give me an answer, he know I already got the answer. And he waiting on me to, because there's a path for every answer you chose. If you say no, you head down that path. If you say yes, you head down that path. If you don't say nothing at all, you done already made your answer. You done already said your answer. Actions is the answer. Even if you don't speak. It say, my son, listen, accept what I say. Then you will live for many years. I will lead you along straight paths. Do you hear what I'm saying? You see how God, I just opened the Bible up. You see how God is using me right now? I will lead you along straight paths. When you walk, nothing will slow you down. When you run, you won't trip and fall. Hold on to my teaching. Don't let it go. Guard it well. It is your life. Do that. Now you understand. When God teaches you and you spend time with God, God show you things. He teaches you things in the spiritual. And if you digress or if you block what's physically what you're seeing, right now you can see that I'm here on this screen, right? But if you connected with me in spirit, God is talking to you. You can trust that what he is giving you is the right way to be. Oh, I need to do this in my life. Oh, I need to go. Oh, so God was telling me that I was doing the right thing when I told them off. Oh, God was telling me that it's okay for me to go buy that car. Whatever it is, he speaks to you. You got to know. You got to trust that he's talking to you. Yes, baby. I'll let you know when I'm finished with my live.
When I asked you, when did you have work, and you said you'll tell me after your live you went to bed.
That's right. So when I finish with live, I promise you I'll give you a direct answer to every question that you asked me that I didn't let go. Okay? The Bible says, stay away. First of all, it say, don't take the path of evil people. I hate evil. I dislike evil. But because I'm so confident and so strong on my boundaries and my standards of life and the way I carry myself, it can come off evil to somebody else because they can't get what they want out of me. You understand? So, to the average person that wants to take from me and I won't let them and I stand and speak up about it, they will call me mean and evil. But that's not entirely true. Don't let it say, don't take the path of evil people. Don't live the way sinners do. Now, I am a sinner. But do I stay away from sin as much as possible? Yes, because if I know that if I continuously keep moving in sinful ways, I know that I am accepting the demonic spirits that come with Satan, the demonic spirits that keep me in depression, that keep me sad, that keep me in my emotional instability state of mind, to keep me in my mental health all shaken up, broken down, crying, and out of shape. If I continue to keep sinning, fornicating, or engaging in things that's going to keep me off the righteous path from God, I know I deserve whatever comes to me through the spirits, anxiety, or whatever comes that's not of God. I'm allowing that into my space. I'm allowing being around people who carry these type of spirits who project that on me. If I stay away from them, I don't, that's saying that I don't accept it. Guard it well. It is your life. You get to pick and choose what you allow in your life, who you communicate with, how much energy and time you give to people, to things, to TV. If I sit up there and watch something of regarding the news all day, I'm going to be in a, oh my God type of mentality. I can be bringing fear towards me. I can be bringing all type of negative things to me that I don't want to experience. I rather go towards God because God teaches me if I don't watch those type of things, I can stay in this happy, blissful mood. If I continue to eat fruits and vegetables, I can be not tired or sluggish. If I practice doing the most healthiest things for my life, I know that I can bring so much more abundance and prosperity on all levels, not just financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, and socially. I know I can communicate with the right type of people in the most healthiest ways without lashing out on them because they said something that I know that if I continue to practice what God is telling me to do, I won't be bothered when the unclean spirit comes towards me and want to fight me. I know I can walk away. But to people that don't think or can't think on that scale, they would think I'm lame and that I'm scared. That's their thinking. That's not mine. You got to pick and choose your battles on all levels, spiritually, emotionally, socially, physically. It's okay to withdraw back. Protect yourself. That don't make you crazy. It don't make you, what you want to do is stay away from people that think you crazy, that want to project the craziness that they know about or seen about onto you. Be perfectly sane and plead the blood of Jesus over your body, your mind, your peace, your heart, your love. You can't just give out everything of you to people. It say, don't let them out of your sight. They will be life. They will be life for you. They will be like a gracious necklace around your life, around your neck, that you will go on your way in safety. Then you will go on your way in safety. God, kids, you're not just the only child. God got other kids that are obedient, that are trying to do the right thing, trying to better their lives, want to think better, want to move better, want to obtain more materialistic things, but not materialistic in an unhealthy way. God don't want his people poor, but to be poor is to be rich. To be poor is to be rich because you can have all the things in the world, but if you're not happy, if your soul not right, You're not going to enjoy it. You're going to seek the validation of other people who indulge in those type of things. And then when it all falls down behind closed doors, you still got to sit with yourself. Why not learn to sit with yourself behind closed doors first and then go out into the world? You can establish who you are and then move in that, so that when you come across people that don't agree with that, you won't be shaken and be teeter-totting on who you think you should be. When you've already sat with yourself and learned about yourself. No, I don't cuss. No, I don't like that. Well, you should try it. No, I already told you I don't like that. Well, you might like it if you try it. Nah, I don't want to try it. But then again, when you place certain boundaries and different restrictions on yourself, God could be trying to lead you to try something different that will benefit you. So it's a balance. It's all about having a balance. It's all about using the gifts that God gave you based off experience, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's like a child. When you're moving in a childlike nature, you're curious about everything. But at the same time, you don't move unless your father or your mother tell you to move, if you understand what I mean. And if you don't physically have those people around you, then God is the source. Why not ask God, is this okay? But if you read about what he given to the other people to teach you, then you can pretty much align that to what God is allowing for you to be and move and think and behave based off of what was taught. It said, get wisdom, get understanding. Don't forget my words. Don't turn away from them. That's in the Bible. That's in the book of Proverbs. Stay close to wisdom, no matter what it costs. Get understanding. You read that and hear that enough, you can trust that God will guide you in what it is that he said, that his words will never be void. These are living words for your life. It says it so many times in this book of Proverbs. My son, listen, accept what I say, then you will live for many years. Avoid these people. Avoid them. Work with them, but at the same time, withdraw, because they're going to turn on you. Help that person. They're gonna go off and help somebody else with what you've given them. Talk to them. They need your help. Hug on them. They need your time. I need you to show up here. It's just, you gotta be in tune with your star player. Keep you at the forefront of what you want and what you need. And if it don't align, by you being close and having a relationship with God, God will show you where you went wrong and what you need to fix on and how you need to view it. If a relationship hasn't worked out, right? If a relationship hasn't worked out, first of all, be accountable. Take accountability for what you did. Dang, maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. Maybe I should have actually took the time to learn how that person think, how he felt. You know what I'm saying? Take accountability, because you're not always right. And when you can stand and say, when you can look at yourself and make sure you're not the problem, then you can move forward. If you're a person that like to grow and correct and do the right thing, you can look at yourself and say, well, I wasn't wrong. I'm not going to feel guilty because somebody tried to project on me what I felt and what I knew was right. God confirmed it for me. That's why going back to God and having a relationship with God is so important. Don't compete. If you do compete with yourself to be better than the last year. Be in competition with the woman you was last year, last month, last week. If you like me, every day I'm trying to be a better person than the person I was yesterday. I'm going to always be growing. That's just me. I can't move if I'm not growing. If I'm not learning something about the way I communicated with this person, or how I seen that picture, or how I viewed that. What is my purpose of watching this? Like, everything matters. Everything matters. And if you like me, that's what's up. I'm always making sure that I made the right move. I said the right thing. I've gotten to the point where I won't move until God tell me. I might not always have the blueprint on why I enter somebody's life. But because you in my life, I gotta evaluate why you're here. What is it that I'm supposed to learn? What are you supposed to be teaching me? We as people are so unique. We are so powerful. We are so brilliant. We are good in the eyes of God. It's the spirits we take on that changes our very essence. That's why you got to pick and choose who you're going to interact with. It's people that move through life. You can move through life, right? You can move through life. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Going on? Not all the time do you have to operate in your spirit. But when you find a person trying to, like, you can feel, when you in your spirit, you can feel when somebody intrude in your space. It's like, it's this feeling of uncomfort. Like, it's like a warning that God set off in you. Like, it shows you and tell you about the person. Like, I could tell when a person gonna be cool with me and turn on me. My alarm, like my inner being, the inner spirit won't sit right. I can tell when trouble is about to come. I can tell when it's an argument finna come. I can tell if you don't like me, dislike me. I can tell if you're gonna be a genuine person to me. I can tell if, and it's all through the Spirit of God and the gifts that He gave me and me being in tune. I can tell if you're gonna benefit my life in the ways where I can learn from you, in the sense of who you are. You are who you are. I love who you are. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. I can tell if you're only here for yourself. It's just you will be able to tell. When you in tune, you're gonna be able to tell. Sometimes you can put yourself on autopilot. That works in certain situations. You just gotta pay attention to God. That's all I gotta tell you. You just gotta pay attention. Not everybody is out to get you. But if you know the power you hold, you will know the intentions of people. You will know. You know when somebody genuinely love you. You know when you get on somebody's nerves and they still love you. You know that. You know the little things you say can irritate somebody. You know that. You know by having a conversation with the right people what type of communication they gonna push on you. Like, you could tell. You could tell where a person's life gonna be headed just based off of where they at right now. And the friends that they around. Remember how that was when you was growing up? But people do and can change. People can change. It takes a strong inner knowing to know when people are gonna change. Or if they're capable of it. If you've been around the same person for 10 to 15 years and they still operate in the same way, there's a good chance they're not going to change. But if you see a person that's always trying to be better, oh, I'm so sorry, I apologize. There's room for that person to grow and change. A very apologetic person with a sincere in depth to them, you know that they mean what they say because you can feel it. You don't have to apologize. You can tell how much knowledge a person have based off of how many times they say, I apologize. They may not want to hurt nobody's feeling. They may not have boundaries set for themselves. It just depends. You know. When you're in tune, you know. But to move in a place, to use your gifts to harm somebody, you're going to reap what you sow. And the devil's so good and crafty and sneaky to where he will use that abilities within you to level you up and trick you and trick others into making them think that you are covered by God, that God is blessing you. Not aware or consciously aware that the devil can do the same thing, but you will be able to see the difference between good and evil depending on how in tune you are. It say wisdom is best. My children, listen to a father's teaching. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you good advice. So don't turn away from what I teach you. You got taught. If you talk to your wife crazy, she just might lash out and smack you over the head with a frying pan. You got taught. If you disrespect your wife, she may put you in the other room. If you don't communicate properly, you're not going to be able to stay at that job. If you don't apologize when you're wrong to that person, they're not going to be your friend no more. You know, you get taught. Mm. Mm. Don't make that mistake no more. Because you're going to keep going through the same cycle. You get taught. Messing with married men is wrong. Messing with married individuals is wrong. You get taught. Marriage before, no, children before marriage. You get taught. Not getting the education can lessen your chances of making more money. You get taught. Do not depend on your own understanding. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. In all your ways, remember him. Then he will make your path smooth and straight. That's not to say that you won't attract people that want to do harm to you. That's not what he's saying. If she don't communicate, I just go away. I just go anyway. It could be teaching you not to force her to talk to you. It could be teaching you to connect with your emotional side. You get taught. You know what I'm saying? It's different lessons that we all need to learn. Maybe I shouldn't talk like this to that person because I care about how they feel. Maybe God is trying to teach you how to, because you keep going through the same lessons. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just teaching you how to not be I was going to say something. Not to be mean, disrespectful. There's different things we need to teach or be taught. And God uses people to teach. He's a spirit that moves based off the faith of the individual and the wisdom, knowledge as well. Train a child up in their ways, they will never depart based off the teachings, unless they're rebellious and the devil got a hold of some type of spirit and got a hold of negative, evil. Hey, Michael. It just all depends. We're here to teach each other. We're supposed to help each other grow. Some people don't want to learn the lesson. They don't care. They don't care. Most people don't care. But for those who do, we keep growing and we protect ourselves from people who don't want to grow. I'm one of those people. If I see you not trying to level up in your life, I'm gone. I don't want to be around you. Better yet, I only want to communicate with you. If God's telling me not to brag about the things that I have, and you a bragger, it's going to be a limited conversation between us because we don't share the same values. I know I can have that. I know I have that, but I'm not about to brag on it because I'm not supposed to brag on it. You do. If you like to talk about other people that you like to be in the face of, we're not cool. First of all, we're not even supposed to be gossiping. And first of all, it don't benefit me more to gossip about somebody when I know it happened to me. First of all, God will put you through situations so you can know how I feel so you won't do it to somebody else. That's what he do. He will put you through certain situations so you can feel emotionally how they will feel if you was in that situation. It's called having a heart. Why you think in the Bible it say, search my heart, oh Lord? There's so many people that said that. Hey, how you doing, Shy? Like, if I know that you talk about your friends and you still hanging around them, I'm not going to tell you my business because I know you're going to do that to me. If I know you don't really care too much about me, I'm not about to be in your face. I'm not even going to visit you. You can tell me all day you love me. I believe it, but you don't know how to show it. So I'm not going to teach you how to show. I'm not going to teach you how to love. Well, it depends. Family, no. If you grown 40, 50, I'm not about to teach you how to love me. You should already know that. Especially if it's not no effort. If you're not putting in effort, I'm not putting in effort. Why? Why overexalt yourself? Don't do that. Yay. It took care of itself. But yeah, don't overexert yourself. Don't go out your way to try to be somebody's friend. You shouldn't have to do all that. Don't go out your way to have people try to call you. You shouldn't have to do all of that. If a person genuinely wants to get to know you, then you'll see the effort being put in. You don't go out your way trying to make it happen. That's just like if a man want to date a woman, he gonna pursue her. He not about to be playing no games. Anybody that's healed, not about to be sitting up there playing no games. Girl, I want you. I want to date you. I'm interested in you. I want to take you out. I want to be there for you. The same thing vice versa. A woman gonna give you her time. Don't seek after somebody that's making you chase after them playing games and not thoroughly able to communicate what it is that they want. Why do you have to go through that? You don't have to. Of course, by you being a man, you put in the effort. But if your efforts is being unnoticed and not to the liking of the person that you're chasing, you need to go chase somebody else. Actually, attract somebody else. But by you being the head, you got way more power than you think. You're supposed to be the one leading. Be a leader. And if you got some trauma and things that's being triggered based off of the actions of that person, you might need to heal, or you might need to leave that person alone, because that's a reminder of what you don't want in your life. But you got to evaluate yourself to see. For example, I'm going to just share something about myself. If I know I've been cheated on, right? And I want to date men, I'm not going to not date men. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, I'm not going to not go on a date with you because I'm scared that you're going to cheat on me. No, first of all, me, I heal if I had that problem. I don't have that problem. I've been cheated on, but I can date with knowing that I'm getting to know you genuinely and what you have to offer, and not based off of what somebody else did or said to me. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to heal and take time to yourself to be able to know where the problem need to be fixed at. Heal your heart before you give it away. Don't block your heart as if you're supposed to keep it to yourself. You're a good person. You know what I'm saying? So, knowing that I got cheated on before, right? True story. Knowing that I got cheated, because I'm going to help somebody with this, because I know a lot of females go through this. What a fool. Cheated on you. I know, right? But, so I got cheated on, right? And I was hurt because I got cheated on. I left that person alone. The next person that I decided to come into interaction with, I didn't push on that person, the new person, what I've been through with the last person. I healed that. I let that go. That was his problem, not his. You understand? So why would I hold on to what somebody else did to me when he ain't got nothing to do with that? This man ain't got nothing to do with what that man did. That man right there was raised differently from this man. I need to give this man his chance to be able to prove to me or show me without me taking him through so many hoops to prove to me that he not gonna cheat on me. Like, no, I healed that from the last one. So why move forward with what I don't need to go. I don't need to be thinking about that. And let's just say if this man did some, like, moving in the same way like that last man, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions and say, well, you just like the last one, or my ex was moving like that. No. First of all, you still need to heal if that's your case. Go heal. Because just because it looked like it don't mean it's that. And if you keep speaking and thinking like that, you're going to manifest what it is that you don't want to happen. You keep accusing somebody of cheating, they going to get tired and they going to actually go cheat. So think about what you're doing. You heal yourself. Heal your heart. Just because the last person messed you over don't mean that the person that's coming to you is going to do the same thing. First of all, if you got to think about your tongue being a double-edged sword and your thoughts manifesting into reality. That plays a big perspective too. If you think negative, you're going to get negative. If you think positive, you're going to get positive. So stay on the positive side of knowing that you're giving this person a fair opportunity and chance to be able to date you. Don't push off for what the last person did on this person. That's not his fault. Oh, well, let's just say the last person had a problem with checking in, and he seemed to be doing the same thing. There's a way to communicate. Hey, I would like to talk to you, you know. And some women get to the point where they feel like they shouldn't even have to explain to the person what they lacking or what they need. Everybody not raised the same. And if you feel like you shouldn't have to put in that much effort because they're not that mature, then move on to somebody else. This not gonna work. Be honest. This not gonna work. Why? Because I feel like you should be a little bit more mature, or I feel like I don't want to have to tell you that I need that. But at the same time, you need to figure out what's gonna work for you, and be careful. because you could be blowing your blessings away. I'm just saying. But communicate. You know what I'm saying? Just communicate. If that was the case, from my perspective, if you want to know what I would do, if the last person had a problem with checking in with me and this new person I'm getting to know is taking the time to respond. First of all, you should already establish enough information to know how busy that person is. Because I'm going to know that. I'm going to know if you're busy. I'm going to know if you're working, first of all. So make sure you gather up the right type of information to be able to answer your own questions so you won't have to go jump into conclusions. He can't get back to me because I know he's busy. I know he's taking care of his family. I know he got kids. Anything. I know that anything can happen. So leave room for the anything can happen. And when they get back, I missed you. You know, I thought about you. I kind of figured you was busy, so I didn't, I was just waiting on you to reach out. Be understanding. Be compassionate. Have a heart for somebody else. Don't just think everybody out to do you wrong because you got did wrong. You need to heal. In that case, I'm going to wait. You understand? So if you wonder what I would do, I would do that. I'm trying to help some ladies here, fellas. I'm just being honest. Okay? But when you in tune, you gon' know. Especially when you're healed. You're going to know. Make it clear. You're not the one to be played with. But don't be disrespectful and scaring them off before they even get a chance. Period. All right. So that's just what I wanted to share, needed to share, obviously, because it was on my heart to share it. Don't make somebody else suffer for what somebody else did. And make sure you put yourself first. Especially if you're not looking for relationships. Put yourself first. Because if you're not okay, how can anybody around you be okay? How can you... And don't... Let me say this. I got to say this because it's popping up. Don't feel like you got to have a lot to be with somebody. Because you got people that will meet you where you're at. You understand? If you feel, let's just say men, you felt you ran into a woman who you know, first of all, don't think less of yourself. I got to share the secret. Don't think less of yourself. Don't think you can't offer to something good to that person because you lacking. Don't think you lacking. Know that you are enough. If you already feeling like you not enough and you trying to come to somebody that you know deserve the world in your eyes, why make an approach? Or why not just see before you start moving off of that? Because what you might feel you lack, which a woman, I'm going to tell you right now, if a woman feel like you moving like that, anyway, if you already feel like that, ain't no woman really finna go out her way to prove to you that you are enough when you should already know you enough. Hey, Ryan. You should already know you're enough. No woman is finna go out her way to try to prove to you that you are enough if you already feeling like that in your heart. If you see her and you know she deserves the world and you feel like you can't get it, she gonna sense that. She gonna sense that automatically. And she not gonna want to give you the time of day because you lacking and feeling that way already. You already moving in that aura. Your actions is gonna... A person with experience gonna know that your actions is not gonna be what it's supposed to be because you gonna overgive because you ain't got no boundaries. You already feel like you lack. You gonna feel like you gotta give up every dime to that person when really you don't have to. You gonna feel like you gotta compromise more of who you are, and it's gonna break your heart in the process because that person is very sure of what they want and who they are, and you're not. It's gonna hurt you. It's going to make you feel like you less than. It's going to make you feel and trigger something evil in you. I'm telling you, especially if you're not healed. If you already lacking and feeling like you're not enough, and that woman senses that, you're going to feel like you got to do too much to be able to keep or get her. And the same thing vice versa with women. That man, he will play on your emotions. Have you given up too much? Have you wanted to bust out his windows if you ain't careful? I'm trying to tell you. If you don't already feel like you enough, then that man, if he see that, the right man will break you down. I'm telling you. He will play you and use you because he feel like you should have been taught that you are enough. It depends on the mindset of the men, because I can go in that in different ways. But men, know that you are enough in what you have to offer. And if they not aligning to what it is you have to offer, find somebody else. I'm telling you, just do it. But don't feel like you got to give up all your money. You done ran through your whole savings. Now you mad because you done gave up too much trying to impress somebody. Don't try to impress her. If she with you, she like you already. Not who you're pretending to be. At some point, you're going to run dry and that mask going to fall off because you're not going to be able to keep up an image that you never had in the first place. She already knew. She going to let you do you until you flip. So don't go in thinking you're not enough, because you are. That's my story. That's all I got to give based off of what was being shown to me. You are enough. And women, if you know, well, 9 times out of 10, because a woman can see that you feel that way, a good one will try to leave you alone. But if you get to chasing, that's not her fault. But it's a way to let somebody down. I don't know. Some of y'all men some of y'all men are just, y'all don't know how to take rejection. Listen to my sister. She knows what she's talking about, everyone. Thank you, brother. I'm telling you, it's just crazy. I talk to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people, and I've been in a lot of experiences to understand. I'm trying to tell you. But I have to speak on this because it's in my spirit. Because men that look at women like she deserved the world always come with this aura that they're not enough, that they got to put on this big shot, I got money type of mentality. I can take you and give you the world. The first 2 dates, you're doing everything right. Next thing you know, your check is less. Not you hiding that you got to get your car fixed. You hiding that you got to pay your bills. You behind on your bills. Don't be behind on your bills for no woman. Don't you do that. Don't you ever be behind on your bills for no woman. You take care of your responsibilities and yourself first, and then you pour into that woman. Don't stop moving like you gonna lose her. Because if she a real one, she gonna be there. Especially if you want it to be long term. I'm just saying. Don't go broke trying to impress no woman. And women, don't go all out your way trying to prove a point to a man that's not gonna keep you and only want one thing from you. 2, actually, your money in your pocket. Your pocket. I'm just being honest. Okay? Shoot. You better keep that thing tucked. If you don't lead with sex, it won't be based off sex. And if they can't wait, if y'all can't wait, now you get what you deserve when in the relationship, period. As for me, I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm just saying. Me, I'd rather wait. Because people be putting on fronts. But give a person a chance. That's it. And if you got kids and they can't accept that, you need to go. Especially if you want a family. You should not be wanting. You should. No woman should be putting their kids before. I mean, should not. No woman should be putting a man before their kids. Period. That's crazy. Ain't no way. And men, if you a single dad, I'm sure you know how to. Most dads I know how to, you know, make it work. Bring the woman together with the kids. Let her know you got kids. Most women can see if you can handle everything. The kids, the house, the bills, your job, your business. A good one can see. I'm just saying. I think that's it. It was supposed to be healthy competition is cool, the live. Compete with yourself and level up from competing with yourself. Be better than the last. Be better than yesterday. Be better than today. You know, when tomorrow comes. But don't dwell on tomorrow coming. Because tomorrow not promised. Just live in the moment. Okay? All right, I gotta go. See y'all later. Blessings, peace, and love. I love all of my subscribers. Those of you that liked, shared, and subscribed, I pray that whatever I've shared to you today helped you. And whoever else need to see it. So, the best thing to do is just to be honest. Be honest, you know? And put yourself first. Stay away from people that drain you, that want to misuse you, compete with you to negate you. You know? Stay away from people that make you feel low. You can live by yourself if you in tune with your star player. Okay? Blessings, peace, and love to you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.